Hey, and a warm welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about why charisma is essential for finding the right partner. Well, you would think like charisma is only connected to the business world or the performance world. Well, you think wrong. Are you looking for love? It's not about looks or status. It's actually about charisma, but not the performative kind. I'm talking about authentic, grounded charisma that magnetizes the right people into your life. My name is Esther Seibt. I'm a charisma coach and facilitator, helping people embody presence, integrity, and emotional resonance, whether on stage or in relationships. Because trust me, we are beings that need all those columns in their lives. We need to be connected. We need to have partners in life, and not only partners in business. I have been in the place where it was like, I really want to find that partner that suits me, but here comes the trick. I also suit them. I wanted to find that partner that loves me the way I am, but that can also read my love and take the way I love people, my love language, my presence, take it, love it, and build a life with it. Because it always goes both ways. But for that to happen, you need to know who you are, and you need to come with who you are as bold as you can, as bright as you can. Not apologetically, like, yeah, I know this is what I do. I know this is not good about whatever. There is no good or bad in you. There is streaks that are not so easy when it comes to partnerships. There's behaviors that are maybe hindering in certain kind of, moments. Nevertheless, they're part of you. And you are on this quest to learn how to deal with them. But they are part of you. They are part of this sacred being. And trust me, everything about you is sacred. Today, let's talk about how authentic charisma plays a powerful role in attracting a partner who truly sees and values you. Let's break it into 3 clear points. Charisma reflects self-connection. When you're present, grounded, and aligned with your own values, you naturally radiate confidence and clarity, the foundation of healthy attraction. Number 2, charisma creates emotional resonance. It's about deeply being attuned. That emotional availability and authentic expression helps the right person feel you. That is, again, I keep talking about it in my videos, the resonance, what you emit, what you send out. The more you naturalize pain that you feel, shortcomings that you may think you have, but also, the personality streaks that we don't like about ourselves, the greediness that sometimes you feel, the not fair personality type that sits in you sometimes, the chatty, the kind of behind the back person. Because let's be fair, we all have that. And it comes out in certain situations in life where with certain people, we don't like it about ourselves, but we keep doing it anyways. And here's something I want to tell you about that. People who are boxers or who know any kind of martial arts that could potentially kill a person. I know for a fact that in Germany, that person is not allowed, meaning forbid, to use that ability in private life, on the streets or anywhere. They know that they would never use that ability against anybody who is not on the same level, because they know how dangerous they can be. They train it that they will never have to use it. They train themselves into being that kind of charismatic that no one would ever challenge them and poke them that often that they will actually come to use the weapon that they are. And the same about you. If you know about that beast that lives inside of you, and don't try to hide it, but really incorporate it, the more you come towards a person being honest, and the person will feel safe with you. And this is what partnership is all about, safety. They will know because they see, because you admit that you have this potential to be really harmful. And because you know of it, you will make sure to never use it against anybody else. Charisma filters out the wrong matches. When you show up fully as yourself, you naturally repel those who aren't aligned and attract those who are. It's the best dating filter there is. The more truthful you are, And it kind of connects to point number 2, charisma creates emotional resonance. The more you resonate, the more you really put everything into there and come unapologetically towards the outside world, the more people can say, not for me. And the one who says not for me is not for you. Why would you try? Why would you interact with a person that is not for you? Let them decide the same way as you get to decide. And you know the feeling, there's somebody coming around and you have this like, wow, looks good, but there's a weird feeling, but looks good. And oh, I'm lonely. Maybe I try. And you suppress the weird feeling. Why would you do that? You're just betraying yourself and you're betraying the other person. Nevertheless, why would you do that? Be honest with yourself. Have the filter on and use the filter that is there for your own benefit. And I'm going to tell you a small private story. When I met my husband, I gave him a really hard time for roughly, well, it wasn't too long because we didn't have a lot of time. We met under the weirdest circumstances, which I kind of manifested, but I'm going to go into that in another video, how to manifest the right partner. Again, different story. I gave him a really, really hard time for a couple of days. That didn't mean that I on purpose made it hard for him. The purpose was to see if he is willing and able to see the true me, to accept or show me what he finds not acceptable so I can see, is there a border that I don't want to cross? Is there something where I would have to start selling myself as something I'm not just because he doesn't like that? Where are the bordering lines between us and where do we merge? And it's kind of about negotiation. It's kind of about, I gave him this like, hey, this is all that I am. And you show me what you would do with that. You show me how you would tolerate it. You show me how you would deal with it, what you would do with it. Would you use it to make me grow? Or would you use it to make me small? Would you disapprove of me, of things of me that I disapprove of? So it gives me the chance to work on them. Disapprove in a way that you're not saying that is intolerable, but in a way of like, hey, that's hard for me to deal with. Could you do something about it? And if it refers to something that I really don't like about myself, it gives me the chance to work on it with his support. And also the things that are very important to me. I gave them boldly. I told them like, hey, this is what I care about in life. Are you going to treat it right? Are you willing to take that in, to accept that, to be part of our partnership, to be part of our life? Because this is something that will keep me going. I tested him. I laid it all out there. And I tested him in a way that there was a moment, actually there were 2 moments where I was saying, okay, I can't do this. I wanted to see, because he had hit a point in me that scared me massively. And I wanted to see what he does with that fright of mine. And he did the most amazing thing. He analyzed it with me. He was like, what is it you're really scared of? But he could only do that, and he could only show me how to deal with it because I laid it out there. If you want to know more, and if you want to learn how to, coming back to point number 1, which I didn't really talk about much, to self-connect, I will be putting out a couple of more videos, but also an online course that is concerning self-connection, because there's a million tools that you could use, and you can use them on a daily basis. And I'm the person who needs to have the things on the go. I don't want to have to sit down in my shrine. I mean, I love that. I have a little, corner. Nevertheless, I'm traveling a lot, and I want to be able to have the tools at hand when I need them. And those kind of tools I'm passing on here in my YouTube videos. So if you want to become more magnetic without changing who you are, start by strengthening your self-awareness and embodied presence. There's a couple of videos that I did prior to this one where you already get a glimpse of what you could do. For example, grounding techniques, something that's going to come up. So stay tuned, hit the like button, the follow button so you won't miss out. But also meditation is a huge part of my life. And I'm telling you, everyone can meditate. You just need to find the way that works for you. And trust me, it's not the one way that tells you to sit down and quiet your mind. It works for some people, but not for everyone. And there's so much more to know about that. Let me know in the comments, what quality do you feel most drawn to in someone's presence? And as I said, If you feel like, subscribe for more on authentic charisma, conscious relationships, and embodied confidence. One last thing, having a good relationship will also help you having a better career, because there's the columns in life that just benefit from one another. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Esther, and I'm wishing you a beautiful, conscious, and self-connected day.